Hi, today I thought we'd do a little bit of soldering, and what we've got on the camera today are two PCBs that we've had made at JLC PCB, and they are some boards to support these FTDI FT4232H mini modules. Now, I really like these little PCBs. There's 4 UARTs on this chip, and it includes all of the serial lines. So for programming things like the ESP32, there's a couple of data lines that the FT232 cables that you can buy don't have. So really handy for that kind of thing. Also, you can use it for SPI comms and a few other things as well. So they're quite configurable little devices, and it's quite handy to have multiple UARTs in one USB cable. Now, what I normally end up doing is plugging in the little jumper wires into these and feeding them onto whatever board. But I always forget which pin's which. There's no labelling on here. So we've got these little breakout boards that do all of that for us and separate them all nicely. So I actually found the project on GitHub by this user here, and they've called the project Neon. I have created a fork, so you can, if you click on there, you can go to my version of it. And all I've done is modify a few little bits. So first of all, they had used these resistor packages. I've changed those for 0805 discrete resistors so that we don't have to buy those special parts. And I've also rounded the corners of the PCB. I really don't like PCBs that have the sharp edges. So this project was designed in KiCad. This is about my first time using KiCad. And you can download the files from my repo if you want to use the version that I've modified, or obviously you can use the originals. I'll put the links in the description down below. Now, what's quite nice about this design, as you can see on the PCB, we've got the separate UARTs sectioned out, A, B, C and D. Also, all of the data lines are labelled really nicely, and there's a transmit and receive LED for each channel. And this particular module that plugs into here allows you to choose where you get your GPIO voltages from. So those are brought out to little headers that we can just put jumpers on if we want to use the USB supply to power everything. So the PCBs we had made at today's video sponsor, JLC PCB, and I had 10 of these made in the black finish, hot air solder leveled. I didn't bother with the immersion gold on this one. And I also had the order number removed, so it hasn't got the typical order number that JLC PCB usually add. And it was $6.50 for all 10 of these boards, which I think is really quite good value. So I think that's all there is to say about the PCB, so sit back, relax, and let's do some soldering. So that's the two PCBs soldered up. I've got a mini USB connector here, which we should be able to plug in and see if it works. So we've got our power LED. We saw the LEDs blink briefly, suggesting we've got all of those connected up correctly. We'll just check the other PCB. And same story there. So let's check device manager, just check that we've got 4 UARTs. And yes, it looks like we've got our 4 UARTs, COM5, serial converter A, B, C, and D. So those are all working nicely, COM5 to COM8. So I've got a serial console open on COM5, which I think was port A. So if I start typing some characters, we should see the TX light flashing on here. And yeah, you can just about see that. That's working nicely. So that's really good. I'll put a link to the repository in the description down below, both for the original and my branch, which I made with the rounded corners and obviously the 0805 resistors. And it's turned out to be a nice little simple to make project, quite low cost other than the FTDI mini modules. I think when I bought these, they were something like £25 each, but they will get a lot of use, and I'm pretty sure you'll see them in some upcoming videos where I've got to program my ESP32. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters and also to JLC PCB for sponsoring this video. Hopefully you found the video interesting and useful, and until next time, thanks for watching.